Hey, what is going on, everyone? My name is Tidus and welcome back to Spin Tires, and today we have a F-350 versus a Dodge Ram. I think that's a 5500. I didn't know they make such a thing, but that is what that truck is. So I'm going to go ahead and start up this F-350, and I believe this is a power stroke. We can put a single stack in, we can put a tail exhaust pipe, our gooseneck hitch, some trailers that I don't want to put in, and then we can have some stacks. Now, I don't know if I'm actually going to put in the stacks or not. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and go with the tail exhaust. So go ahead and just install that real quick. And then I'm not going to put on the tractor tires. I'm going to leave with the default rims. I'm going to go ahead and start off by putting on the diff locks and the all-wheel drive locks. And then go ahead and take off the parking brake as well. Now, I think this lake may drown the truck. I don't know why, but the lakes are really deep in this game. Didn't do too bad going over those rocks. Same with the river. I always have a hard time driving in the river with these trucks, but I didn't do too bad right there. I am bogging down though in this mud. Kind of wanted to take that right trail. Can I cut over there? I should be able to. Then I'll go ahead and just park it over here before we enter this mud, and then switch right over to the Dodge 5500. Let's go ahead and start this thing up as well. Now we can also put on a tail exhaust. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one on since we did it with the F-350. We can put on a hitch. I'll just do that just for the hell of it. You can put on a toolbox and a rack. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rack, and I don't know if I want the fuel tank or the toolbox. Actually, I can't have the toolbox, so I'll just have the fuel tank, and then we'll see what kind of tires we can put on. We have the Bajas, the Eagles, or the Grabbers. I'm kind of a fan of the Grabbers because they have that red decal on the tires. I think all these, yeah, they're all kind of the same. Just the rims are different. So I'll go ahead and just apply the Grabbers. Then we'll take off on this thing as well. Take off the parking brake, put on our all-wheel drive locks and our diff locks. I'd have to say that the F-350 does sound a lot better than this truck. This thing's gonna sink in the water as well. This Dodge isn't doing too bad. I do think that the F-350 is a lot faster going through the mud and the water, but the Dodge isn't really having too many problems getting through. It's a little slower. I'll just take the right trail here. We'll enter this little pond. I think this just does one big loop. I could be wrong though. Kind of spinning in this water. I'm gonna go ahead and drop her down to a lower gear. And once we get going, I'll pop her into a higher gear. I think we should be able to pop her into a higher gear now. Nope, that's just gonna stall the engine. Just go put in automatic then. See how the lights look on this thing. Looks like it has halos. I think halos always look pretty badass. Actually, I don't even know if those are halos. Those might just be xenon lights. Anyways, they still look pretty badass. Once we get past this mud, I'll change right over to the F-350. Go ahead and park it over to the side over here and switch over to the F-350. Start this back up. Take up the parking brake. Yeah, this F-350 definitely goes a lot faster through here, I think. Looks like we're kind of having problems right there. I think that might just be because we followed the same roads as the Dodge. I'll try going in between these roots right here. Yeah, this truck has the same lights as the the Dodge 5500. Kind of get to test the speed out here. The rear end of this truck is really slidey. Looks like we have a couple options. We can either go left, right, and then straight. I think I'm gonna go straight, but I may need to pop it into a lower gear. Looks like it's struggling. See how this works out. Seems to be doing a whole lot better. I'll take a left here since the mud looks a little deeper. Then from here, I might take a right. Yeah, because if we go left, it looks like we're going where we just came from. I'll go ahead and just put her back in automatic. And then up here, it looks like we have another creek we're going to go into. Actually, I may need to put it into a lower gear again. This mud is just really that deep. Because I think if we try to put it in too high, it's just going to stall out again. I mean, I might give it a shot, but yeah, I'll try it. Actually, I didn't stall out, but I think we're almost stuck. That or we're just inching. Which is, yeah, we're inching now. I think that 5500 is going to have a hell of a time getting through there. Now we can either go left or right. We go left here. Actually, I'll loop around here and go right. This mud is just really thick on this map. Once we get up this little hill, I'll change over to the 5500. But right now we're just having one hell of a time trying to get up here. I don't even think low's gonna do it for us. Actually, it might. Shouldn't be too bad once we get up here. Alright, I'll go ahead and change over to the 5500. That's if I can remember what trail we took. Should probably pay attention to the road instead of the truck. I think we went left here, and we took a right. Turn the lights back on this truck as well. Yeah, this thing definitely goes slower in the mud, but I think it does a little better than the F-350. It's just that the F-350 is a lot faster. So if the mud isn't as deep, the F-350 is gonna have the advantage, but if the mud's deep, then the 5500 will have the advantage. Because it just handled that like no problem. But we also didn't take that route in the F-350. Pop this into a lower gear like we did with the F-350. That's reverse. I'm gonna try to pop it high like we did, but that's just gonna stall the engine. I think we may actually be stuck. And we may need to go get the F-350 to haul us out of here. Yeah, we are stuck. How far is this? Okay, the F-350 isn't so far ahead. I'm gonna try to go around this mud if that's possible. Take a little shortcut here. So I may need to set a waypoint. Okay, so we need to go right. Just take this trail. Alright, let's hook up our front winch with this. And we'll hook up with the front bumper. Go ahead and put this into reverse. I think once we get into this water, that 5500 should be just fine. Yeah, I'd say that should be good right there. Go ahead and detach the winch. Put her back in automatic. So that's definitely going to knock some points off the 5500. We're back in this deep mud again with the F-350. Actually, it seems that this right side is much shallower. So we're kind of just plowing through it. I'm going to go ahead and just leave the F-350 right here just in case this 5500 gets stuck. Go ahead and take off the waypoint as well. If I can sneak around this F-350 to the right. That way we don't have to go in that really deep mud. just haul right into this little mud puddle. Looks like it might be hell to get up this little bump. Actually, maybe not. It just looked really bad from the viewer back at there. Try to stick to the left side, that way we don't get into that really deep stuff. And once I pull ahead out of this mud, switch over to the F-350. Should be good right here. Take off the parking brake. Now this F-350 should just fly by here. Try to stick to the left up here as well. That rear end really does like to slide though. But it didn't do too bad right there. Now I'm not too sure where I'm gonna go from here, because it looks like it's just a empty field. Where are we at on the map? Actually, it doesn't look too empty. It looks like we have a lot unexplored. You know what? I might try to head for this garage. That should be good. We'll just leave the diff locks and all the drive locks on. That way we don't spin at all. We'll go get this unlocked over here. Still not really seeing a trail, unless there's a trail right up here. Yeah, right here's a trail. Go ahead and take off this waypoint now. Turn the lights back on as well. And I'll just follow this path. And then once we get pretty far, I'll bring the 5500 up here. Looks like we have a whole bunch of crap in the middle of the road. This would be a great place to bring a Jeep. Not too sure where the hell we're going. Wonder if I can sneak past these trees here. It's gonna be a really tight fit, these mirrors. We'll just take out this brush here. I see a hill. I might want to try to climb that. Or I can go left. I'm not too sure. Maybe we can go left and still end up by that hill. Yeah, I don't think this road actually goes up by that hill. Well, we just unlocked a truck, it looks like, up here. Go ahead and park this F-350 right next to it. Go ahead and back it up over these rocks. And then we'll go ahead and hop in the 5500 and set a waypoint all the way over here. That way I have an idea how to get there. Actually, is the waypoint not set? Or does it just not show up because the truck isn't out? It's all the way over to the left. Go ahead and take off this parking brake. turn on the lights, because this is getting pretty dark out. I'm surprised that rock didn't do any damage to our front end. I believe I took a left here. Maybe I didn't. This could be a... yeah. Nope. That looks like a dead end. I'll continue down this road just for a little bit. And then I think we take the left. Yeah, here we go. So remember, there's these two trees we try to squeeze by. And then I took a left from here. And I just follow this tree. I think, yep, there's the lights over there. I'll enter from up here, and then I'll park this right next to the F-350. Go ahead and take out the waypoint real quick. We'll park this over by the F-350 and back it up into the rocks. If I had to pick which one performed the best out of these two trucks, I would have to say the F-350 definitely pulled it away. It was a whole lot faster, and it also performed a whole lot better in the mud, the rocks, the water. Just about anywhere it went, it performed better than the 5500, which is kind of surprising because the 5500 is, well, I'd imagine it has a bigger motor than the F-350. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call it there, guys, and I'll see you guys next episode.